Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the time is over there. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Tada! If you just opened on this channel for the first time, this is Jessica West 224 on the streets of YouTube. Welcome to the liveliest channel on the streets of YouTube. Yeah, you heard me right. Please consider smashing the red subscribe button, like the video, comment, and share. God bless you real good. I am a returning subscriber. You know I love you all real good. Thanks for coming back to watch my videos. And I'm here to talk about, I wrote them down, I penned down some things. So, things you say that can make you lose your job, even at the interview stage. Yeah, you heard me right. For those who don't know, I'm a recruiter. I'm a recruiter, private, personal recruiter. I've been recruiting persons for some persons, private businesses, and so on. I know some persons have been telling me, I have a sister that need a job, I have a brother that need a job. They feel like give job. I don't have job anywhere. I just connect people to people, and they for free, and they contract me to interview them alongside with them. So I've learned, I've grown. And so one thing I've noticed while interviewing these persons and from other person's experiences, that I felt, I've come to a conclusion that this is challenges why most persons are not employed. Number one, when it gets to your strengths and weaknesses, use your head pan, use your number 6, use your HQ, use your IQ, be wise. Somebody can ask you, like I asked somebody, what are your strengths? And he was like, he can do this, he can do that, doing things, saying things based on like the job and so on. I was like, good. In my mind, you know, I could catch you. I was like, what are your weaknesses? So I was trying to break down to explain. And some person's weakness could be they're not so good with money, and so on. I made an example, then I said, okay, over to you. And this brother, he said, that's my weakness. I'm like, okay. You're coming for a business job where it's actually sales rep kind of job, and you say you're not good with money, and you think I should employ you. That was a big turn off for me and the owner of the company. So, the private individual. So, when saying weaknesses, say things that are not in line with the job you're coming into. For an example, they might be bringing you for an example, you might be coming in as a nurse or as a typist. For instance, you're being employed as a typist, and you could say, my weakness is that I'm not good with public speaking. A typist has no business with public speaking. So learn to say things that are not in line with your job. If not, your weakness will wake you off the line. Number 2, avoid saying things you can't do. Now we are after employing you to do a particular thing. Stop saying, this work, I can't. Like one came and said, fine, it's good to be sincere if you have medical issues, but not when you're already placing yourself up here. I cannot carry this, so cannot carry that, so as I'm coming to be a typist, so I cannot be cleaning the office, so that's my own. No, me, I cannot come now and be arranging desktop. I cannot come now and be doing maintenance of system. Just want you to know. My dear brother, that you just want us to know. You gotta know it in your house, because that's a big turn off for recruiters and also companies when intending to employ you. Number 3 on my list, when you get to the interview stage, at the interview, when you're asked, do you have questions to ask? Don't be money conscious. When you're asking questions, preferably don't even ask questions, but if you must ask, just limit yourself to questions that will not set you at the spot or on the spot. You don't go about saying, Madam, my pay, will there be any increment anytime soon? Will there be any allowances? Will there be vacation? Don't go and say unrealistic things. You're coming in for a job. Don't say things like, will there be a resting time? Of course, everyone knows there will be a resting time, except you have a medical issue that is so serious that you really need to let them know beforehand. Next, do not put your problems or issues or challenges in front. For instance, you come and you say, Madam, me, my husband used to close by 2, so you allow me close this work by 1, so that I will go and cook food that I will eat in the afternoon. Learn to be wise. Plan yourself. Somebody was like, my mom used to travel, so my mom travels so day. So me, I will stay to look after my twin sister that is ill, or I will stay to do this one. You can actually make lunch for your spouse and keep it in a cooler or refrigerator, microwave or something to be able to evade that part. So don't bring your family problems in front. Okay, the next point is be yourself, be confident, feel free, be relaxed. Your recruiter or employer wants to see how comfortable you could get. So when you start talking, be relaxed, feel free, don't be too uptight and rigid, acting as if you're writing one jam and so on. Be relaxed. Okay, you get me? And next on our list is don't be too free to forget boundaries. Don't go and forget your boundaries. And when somebody, the recruiter or the interviewer, the employer asks you a question and they say something, or maybe they even say something funny, from in the interview you're allowed to make jokes. The interviewer, not you, are allowed to make jokes, mild jokes, and they just smile. You are expected to not be too uptight, rigid. When they laugh, you do serious face. No, you can just you're right, it's true. Not gonna be doing laughing up and down, showing your 32 and saying, so it's true. Even my grandmother says so. Yes, I cannot even imagine. Even my landlord's wife, it happened to her. People are wicked. Sophia, what kind of thing? That girls just start being loosed and extending boundaries all of a sudden. Be wise. Stay within boundaries. And also some persons don't know boundaries. Some persons cannot keep their 2 hands like this to themselves. They cannot say a thing or laugh without touching something, hitting somewhere, or even tapping the next person. The recruiter might just, or the interviewer might just make a joke and you laugh. What for? Laugh and tap the interviewer or somebody next to you, or someone even on the table. You are right. What for? See, if you do that in my interview, just know it will take the grace of God, except you're extremely good, but courtesy has just cut you off. That means we can't keep you in an official function for you to present the company, to say 1 or 2 things. You just go and follow our hand. So learn to stick to boundaries. Don't go beyond your boundaries. For interview, don't sit until they ask you to sit. They don't just say next person and you come there and sit down. Good afternoon, sir. Stand up and say that good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma. I take note of these little things. These are courtesies that people observe in an interview. So take note. And also, when you get the job, don't start giving excuses. See, this one pisses me off. Some people are just full of excuses. You've been looking for a job. God has graciously given you a job. You passed an interview and you start with, good morning, sir. You'll not type one kind message. Good morning, sir. My grandmother just died, so we are going to the village to inform our kinsmen. Next week, good morning, sir. My grandmother that died, I will inform the kinsmen last 2 weeks. We are going for the knocking of door to inform them what to bury. After that one, good morning, sir. The burial is taking place. You are invited for the service of songs at so church. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop it. you can just lose your job at that point. Now, I'll tell you instances, life experiences. When I was looking, okay, after graduation, I decided to work in a private chamber as a lawyer. For those who don't know, I'm a legal practitioner and barrister and a solicitor of the Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So I located a chamber, and I'm getting there. Interview straight up. The man said, okay, your name, where you finished from, your experience, and so on. I brought my credentials, but he wasn't really interested in it. He wanted to hear what I could actually offer and the stuff I'm made of. That's why you must be prepared at all times. Don't say, sir, let me go and come. Give me 2 days to prepare for the interview. That's a big turn off for recruiters and employers. Now, so I went there and this man was like, see, I have a policy. I don't employ females. And I was like, wow, interesting. May I know why, please? And he was like, female excuses. Hold on. He was like, today they'll say, sir, sorry, I cannot. After they just employ you, today they'll say, sir, sorry, I'm having menstrual cramps. Men does not have menstrual cramps, so it's just generally employment. Secondly, they'll say, sir, sorry, my children, I need to pick them from school. They will leave. 2 days after, they'll say, sir, sorry, my son or my daughter fell ill. I have to go and look after her. Now I'm a woman, I'm the mother. You go. Next month, sir, sorry, my father-in-law is not feeling fine, it's on anti-mission. I'm the one looking after her as a woman. The other day, sorry, sir, my great-grandmother just died. My great-grandmother just died, so I am going to for the burial. I want to. Men hardly give excuses because they are working hard for their money to feed their family. So I was like, sir, a trial will convince you. And I was like, okay, resume work. That was December. Resume work January after the Christmas vacation. I was like, okay, thank you, sir. And he didn't contact me. I didn't call him until when I was in. He was shocked. He was like, he thought I had forgotten. I would give one excuse or the other. And I worked diligently to the point. Sometimes I even closed. There's a particular day I closed around 10 p.m. At the point, he even drove me home. And then I never had a car. I wasn't married. I was still with my parents. He drove me home. And one time I was like, we're going to Court of Appeal in Port Harcourt because there's no Court of Appeal in Bayelsa. 5 a.m. we'll be on the way. And by like 4:30, I was ready. I was like, sir, I won't come out though because of security reasons. I was like, okay, you come and pick me from my house. And my parents escorted me out of my house and he picked me. He was like, ah. So this guy, I was giving him 1,001 reasons that I am a lady, but I act and think like a man. So you see, don't give them reasons to make you feel, to make them feel like you are not, how will I put it, that you're not reliable. They can't entrust their businesses with you. I remember when I was about leaving, I got a government job and it was like, he was begging me not to leave. He told me he would give me 5 million naira work to keep me in his private firm. I was that good. It wasn't all about that I was so intelligent, but for the fact that these small things actually kept me in the job. Till today, we are still best of boss and colleague, or best of employer-employee relationship kind of friendship. And see, there's a lot of people out there need to learn. I had a recommendation from someone concerning a particular person I was interviewing as a recruiter. Then I referred also that same person to the owner of the business, and I was like, I know this person to an extent, the person is good, reliable, and so on. This person started work. And 2 days after, the person just sent a message to the owner of the business. So, good day, ma. Sorry, ma. This is my second day, but I have decided to take today off to rest. And the business owner just calls me recruiter. See, the person you referred to me, I was ashamed, I was embarrassed. I was, what the heck? How dare you do that? Even if you're ill, there are better ways to talk to your employer so you can actually lose your job that same day. You can't sit in the confinement of your home and send a text. Sir, I started work 2 days ago, but I want to take today off to rest. It is not your business, so don't treat it as such. And funny enough, she was calling this guy. He refused speaking. I called him. He refused speaking because, of course, he must have known she must have communicated to me as a recruiter. Then, when I finally got through to him like 3 days after, I was like, he wanted to rest, just wanted to take some time off. I was like, it is not your business. You don't treat it as such. If it's my own business, I can just say, okay, today I'm taking a day off. I don't want to sell, I want to rest. But even if you want to tell your employer, you tell your employer politely and not just by switching off, stop picking calls and switching off your phone. It doesn't make sense. I told him if I'm in a position to recommend you subsequently for a job, even if it's in the government sector, I won't, because in this little you've not been faithful. Even the Bible says if you're faithful in the little you have, more will be given to you. So how can you just embarrass me before a client, and how can I now recommend you subsequently for a better opportunity? It doesn't work that way. Sometimes I might interview persons as a recruiter and you might not be suitable for this position, for this client I have at hand. And I might just fall in love with you from our conversation and from your attitude and refer you for another job, which from our conversation I feel you'll be good at. So if you have, let's say, trash and acting anyhow, how do I now recommend you for a next or a better one? Now there's somebody that lost her job and I felt that she was good, she worked well with this person, but things didn't just go that well. So when I was contacted by someone who knew I recruit people, and that a medical doctor is in need of a personal assistant that would pay a good sum of amount of money that some persons who are in government sector are not receiving. Then I referred this particular person that lost her job from this other one because based on her character and everything, she was good. She was good. But I know her challenge was that this other job was more of a marketing work as a marketer. You know, marketer in banks is quite stressful, for example. And this one is based on personal assistance, staying office, running around errands, not a marketer. So she'll be very good at that. She was good with money, with everything. She was not mixing phones. She was damn good. She did not tell me, I carry my phone call, I have a job for you. I take no 1% though. I take no money. I take no money. Don't get me wrong, it's not a side hustle. I just do it for fun and passion for it, and because I'm reliable and trustworthy, so persons feel I have good judgment. I'm a principled kind of person, so if I recommend a particular person to you, that person must be good to the core to a large extent. You know, so no person finish. So, and that was it. Now, there's something I want you to know. What I say I will tell you, a particular girl, a particular lady lost her job because of this. I asked her, okay, how much do you think we should pay you? I wanted to employ her personally. I told her, how much do you think I should pay you? She said, I don't know. You will know. I've not done this kind of job before. I said, even at that, just look at, because I know somebody who came from abroad, came to Nigeria. She told them how much they would pay. And they said, okay, we'll pay you that. She would have said something higher. And that was what they've been paying her. So they couldn't believe. I told her, okay, I'll give you some time. I gave her like 1 week after. She still couldn't say how much we'll pay her. I was like, this person is not serious. I told her to her face, you're not serious. You can't even say an amount and we negotiate. I said, just say something you feel is okay for your job description. For real, sister, I don't know what to talk. See, today it's over 2 months now. She lost the job. And I told her to her face, it's because of this reason we're not giving you this job. I don't want to go deep into that. There are so many reasons to buttress why a person who couldn't say an amount can actually not get a particular job. That's a recruiter topic, not today. So, and that's just that. I can go on and on. I can go on and on and on. And before I end this, let me just quickly say this. To those who ask for salary in advance, please stop it. You heard me? Stop it. You can't just get into a job and you ask for salary in advance. Say, man, sorry, please, I need money. Everybody has need. Don't go and sell yourself cheap. They might just see you finish and I see finish don't enter now. Just see finish and say, okay, this one will just, because some persons has actually done that and collected the money and ran away. Especially those who didn't come based on guarantors and recommendations and so on. So don't do it. It will make them belittle you. Except extreme cases where it has to do with life and death, sicknesses, death threats, and so on. When no other way, nowhere else, no other place to go, then you can ask. That's on rare cases. There's always an exception to every general rule. But aside that, see, I've spoken too much. With this, I've come to the end of this video. If you love it, you enjoy it, please smash the red subscribe button, like the video, comment, and share. Share it to those intending workers, persons who are going up for interviews, employment, those who have already gotten a job, on how to keep their job, because little things like this can make you lose your job, even if it is government employed, pensionable. Yes. Smash the red subscribe button, like the video, comment, and share. God bless you. Don't forget to share this around so that others will learn. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.